The Enchanted Glade was a place of magic and beauty. It was hidden deep within an ancient forest, where sunlight filtered through the canopy, creating patterns of light and shadow. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the soft hum of buzzing bees. One bright morning, the Enchanted Glade was filled with excitement. It was the day when new baby fairies would hatch from their tiny, glistening eggs. Leora flew swiftly to the nursery, her heart pounding with anticipation. She loved this day more than any other, for it was a reminder of the endless cycle of life and magic in their world. The nursery was a beautiful grove, hidden away in the heart of the glade. The eggs, nestled in soft moss, sparkled under the dappled sunlight. Leora hovered above them, her wings a blur of iridescent color. She watched as tiny cracks appeared on the shells, and one by one the baby fairies emerged, their wings still crumpled and wet. Each baby fairy was unique, with its own pattern of colors and shapes on its wings. Leora felt a deep sense of joy and wonder as she watched them take their first flight. The air was filled with the sound of their delicate wings beating, and the glade seemed to glow with their newfound magic. It was a sight that never failed to fill Leora's heart with happiness. As the baby fairies took to the air, their laughter and excitement echoed through the glade. Leora joined them in their flight, guiding them through their first moments in the world. She felt a deep connection to these new lives, a reminder of the magic that bound them all together. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. One day, while Leora was busy with the baby fairies, Starling made a remarkable discovery. He adventured to the edge of the glade, where the trees grew thicker and the light was dimmer. It was here that he found a hidden spring, its waters glowing with a strange, otherworldly light. Starling was mesmerized by the sight, his curiosity piqued like never before. Starling returned to the heart of the glade, eager to share his discovery with Leora. He found her by the stream, teaching the baby fairies how to dip their toes in the water. Leora's eyes sparkled with curiosity as she followed Starling to the edge of the glade. When they reached the spring, she gasped in awe. The water seemed to dance with light, casting shimmering reflections on the surrounding trees. 3. Leora, you have to come with me. I found something incredible.
What do you think it is?
Leora's heart skipped a beat at the thought. She had always dreamed of exploring the world beyond the glade, and now it seemed that her dreams might finally come true. S3, I don't know, but I want to find out. I think this spring might be a portal to the human world. Imagine the adventures we could have! When Leora and Starling shared their discovery with the elders of the glade, their excitement was met with concern. The elders were wise and cautious, always thinking of the safety and well-being of their community. They listened carefully as Leora and Starling described the glowing spring and their desire to explore the human world. The elders exchanged worried glances.
The human world is dangerous. It is filled with beings who do not understand our magic and may seek to harm us.
Another elder nodded in agreement.
We must protect our home and our people. It is too risky to venture beyond the glade.
Leora's heart sank at the elders' words. She understood their concerns, but she couldn't shake the feeling that this was an opportunity they couldn't pass up. The elders fell silent, considering Leora's words. Finally, the oldest and wisest among them spoke. S1, please, we will be careful. We just want to see what lies beyond the glade. We promise to return and share what we learn with everyone. Leora and Starling exchanged a look of excitement and determination. They had been given the chance to explore the world beyond the glade, and they were determined to make the most of it. They thanked the elders for their trust and promised to return with stories of their adventures. S2, very well, you may go, but you must promise to be cautious and return to us safely. Your journey will be a test of your courage and wisdom. We trust that you will make us proud. Section 5. The Journey Through the Portal. With the elders' blessing, Leora and Starling prepared for their journey. They gathered supplies and said their goodbyes to their friends and family. The baby fairies, still learning to fly, watched with wide eyes as Leora and Starling made their final preparations. It was a bittersweet moment, filled with both excitement and sadness. When they were ready, Leora and Starling flew to the edge of the glade where the glowing spring awaited them. They hovered above the water, their wings shimmering in the magical light. Leora asked, her voice trembling with excitement, Starling nodded, his eyes filled with determination. Together, they took a deep breath and plunged into the spring. The journey through the portal was unlike anything they had ever experienced. The water enveloped them in a warm, comforting embrace, and for a moment they felt suspended in time. Colors and shapes swirled around them, creating a kaleidoscope of light and magic. It was both exhilarating and disorienting, a whirlwind of sensations that left them breathless. As they emerged from the other side, they found themselves in a new world. The air was different, filled with unfamiliar scents and sounds. The trees were taller, their leaves rustling in the breeze. Flowers they had never seen before bloomed in vibrant colors. It was a place of wonder and mystery, and Leora and Starling felt a thrill of excitement as they took in their surroundings. They had made it to the human world, and their adventure was just beginning. They looked at each other, their eyes shining with anticipation. There was so much to explore, so much to learn. They couldn't wait to see what lay ahead. S1. Are you ready? Section 6. New magical and challenging experiences. As Leora and Starling began to explore the human world, they were filled with a sense of wonder and excitement. Everything was new and different, and they felt like they were discovering magic all over again. They flew through fields of wildflowers, their petals brushing against their wings. They danced with fireflies in the moonlight, their tiny lights flickering like stars. But their journey was not without challenges. The human world was vast and unfamiliar, and they often found themselves feeling lost and overwhelmed. They encountered creatures they had never seen before, some friendly, and others not so much. They learned to be cautious and to trust their instincts, relying on each other for support and guidance.
One day, they stumbled upon a dense forest. The trees were tall and dark, their branches intertwining to create a canopy of shadows. It was a place of mystery and danger, and they felt a shiver of fear as they ventured deeper into the woods. But they were determined to explore, to uncover the secrets hidden within.
As they navigated through the forest, they encountered a series of magical creatures. Some were friendly, offering guidance and protection. Others were mischievous, leading them astray and testing their resolve. But through it all, Leora and Starling remained steadfast, their bond growing stronger with each challenge they faced. Their journey through the human world was a test of their courage and wisdom. They learned to navigate the unknown, to overcome their fears, and to trust in their own abilities. It was a journey of growth and discovery, one that would change them forever. Section 7. Arrival in the human village. After many days of exploration, Leora and Starling arrived at a small human village. It was a quaint and charming place, with cobblestone streets and thatched-roof cottages. The air was filled with the sounds of laughter and chatter, and the scent of freshly baked bread wafted through the air. It was a place that felt both familiar and strange, and they couldn't wait to explore it further. The villagers were kind and welcoming, their smiles warm and genuine. Leora and Starling watched from the shadows, fascinated by the humans' way of life. They saw children playing in the streets, their laughter ringing out like music. They saw merchants selling their wares at the market, their voices calling out to passers-by. It was a bustling, lively place, and Leora and Starling felt a sense of wonder as they took it all in.
As they explored the village, they came across a young girl named Eliza. She had bright, curious eyes and a cheerful smile. She was different from the other humans, with a spark of magic in her soul. Leora and Starling felt an instant connection to her, as if they had known her all their lives. They knew that she would be an important part of their journey.
Eliza was fascinated by the fairies, her eyes wide with wonder as she watched them flutter around her. She had always believed in magic, and now she had proof that it was real. She asked them countless questions, eager to learn everything she could about their world. Leora and Starling were happy to share their stories, their hearts filled with joy at finding a kindred spirit. The days they spent in the village were filled with laughter and discovery. Leora and Starling learned about the human way of life, while Eliza learned about the magic of the Enchanted Glade. It was a time of growth and connection, a reminder that the world was full of wonder and possibility. Eliza was unlike any human Leora and Starling had ever met. She had a natural curiosity and a deep appreciation for the magic of the world. She saw beauty in the smallest things, from the petals of a flower to the flutter of a butterfly's wings.
Her enthusiasm was infectious, and we found ourselves drawn to her bright spirit.
Eliza took them to her favorite places in the village. She showed them the old oak tree by the river, where she loved to sit and dream. She took them to the meadow, where wildflowers bloomed in a riot of colors. She even introduced them to her family, who welcomed the fairies with open arms. It was a time of joy and connection, a reminder of the bonds that could form between different worlds.
As we spent more time together, we shared stories of the Enchanted Glade. We told Eliza about the baby fairies, the glowing spring, and the wise elders.
We described the beauty of our home, painting vivid pictures with our words.
Eliza listened with rapt attention, her eyes shining with wonder. She had always believed in magic, and now she had found friends who shared her dreams. Eliza, in turn, shared her own dreams and aspirations. She spoke of her desire to explore the world, to see new places and meet new people. She dreamed of adventure and discovery, much like Leora and Starling.
We felt a deep connection to Eliza, recognizing a kindred spirit in her.
They knew that their meeting was no coincidence, but a part of their journey of growth and discovery. Through their time with Eliza, Leora and Starling learned valuable lessons about the human world. They saw the beauty and magic that existed in even the most ordinary moments. They realized that their journey was not just about exploring new places, but about forming connections and understanding the world in a deeper way. It was a time of growth and transformation, one that would stay with them forever. The human world was a place of endless fascination for Leora and Starling. They marveled at the ingenuity and creativity of the humans, from their intricate buildings to their beautiful art. They learned about human customs and traditions, finding both similarities and differences to their own. It was a journey of discovery, one that opened their eyes to the richness and diversity of the world.
One of the most important lessons we learned was about the power of friendship. Through our bond with Eliza, we saw how friendship could bridge the gap between different worlds.
We realized that, despite our differences, we shared common dreams and aspirations.
It was a reminder that, at the heart of it all, they were not so different after all. They also learned about the resilience and strength of the human spirit. They saw how humans face challenges with courage and determination, never giving up even in the face of adversity. It was a lesson that resonated deeply with them, inspiring them to be brave and to never lose hope.
We realized that our journey was about more than just exploring new places. It was about growing and learning, becoming wiser and stronger.
Through their time in the human world, Leora and Starling also learned to appreciate the magic of their own home even more. They saw the world through new eyes, finding beauty in the smallest things. They realized that the magic of the Enchanted Glade was a gift, one that they were privileged to be a part of. It was a reminder to cherish and protect their home, to never take it for granted. Their journey in the human world was a time of growth and transformation. They returned to the Enchanted Glade with new knowledge and experiences, ready to share what they had learned with their community. It was a journey that had changed them forever, one that had taught them the true meaning of friendship, courage, and the spirit of exploration. After many days in the human world, Leora and Starling knew it was time to return to the Enchanted Glade. They had learned so much, and they were eager to share their experiences with their friends and family. They said their goodbyes to Eliza, promising to visit her again someday. With a heavy heart, they made their way back to the glowing spring, ready to return home. The journey back through the portal was just as magical as their first trip. The water enveloped them in a warm embrace, and for a moment they felt suspended in time. Colors and shapes swirled around them, creating a kaleidoscope of light and magic. As they emerged on the other side, they found themselves back in the familiar surroundings of the Enchanted Glade.
Our return was met with joy and celebration. The fairies of the glade gathered around us, eager to hear about our adventures.
We shared our stories, describing the wonders of the human world and the lessons we had learned. We spoke of our friendship with Eliza, the challenges we had faced, and the beauty we had discovered.
It was a time of connection and sharing, a reminder of the bonds that held them together. The elders listened with pride and admiration. They saw how Leora and Starling had grown, how they had faced their fears and learned valuable lessons. They were proud of their courage and wisdom, and they knew that their journey had made them stronger. It was a reminder that sometimes the greatest adventures were the ones that took us away from home and then brought us back, wiser and more connected. Leora and Starling felt a deep sense of fulfillment. They had embarked on a journey of discovery and they had returned with new knowledge and experiences. They had grown and learned, becoming wiser and stronger. It was a journey that had changed them forever, one that had opened their eyes to the magic and beauty of the world. And they knew that this was just the beginning of many more adventures to come. Back in the Enchanted Glade, Leora and Starling became storytellers. They shared their adventures with the younger fairies, inspiring them with tales of the human world.
We told them about the human customs and traditions, the beautiful art, and the resilience of the human spirit.
We shared the lessons we had learned about friendship, courage, and the spirit of exploration.
The younger fairies listened with wide eyes and open hearts, eager to learn from their experiences. Leora and Starling's stories became a source of inspiration, encouraging the young fairies to dream big and to embrace the magic of their own world. It was a time of sharing and growth, a reminder that knowledge and experiences were meant to be passed on, to inspire and to teach. And so, the legacy of their journey continued, weaving new threads into the rich tapestry of the Enchanted Glade.